you've got three girls, and do you ever take them to the driving range, or do they ever show any kind of interest? Because you've got your simulator at home that you installed just before COVID.
Not anymore because we've moved.
You've moved, but so are you missing your simulator?
Yeah, the guy who I sold the house to bought the simulator off me. It's a real sore point to me.
No.
Golf has suffered immeasurably since.
So I brought up the simulator. I brought up you walking. You're going to need therapy after this.
I'm going to need to go for a walk after this. I reckon you just play when you have a simulator at home. You play better golf. You just do, because you're hitting balls all the time. Yeah. I used to call it the world's most expensive punch bag, and that's what it felt like. Sometimes it was like a release. I just go down and I'd put it on range mode or whatever, and I just like whack golf balls to like get something out of my system. And actually, sometimes I'd be trying to finesse stuff or play, just trying to have fun and have friends in there and have a drink and play, St Andrews or whatever courses on simulator. So it was all about just hitting that many golf balls. Your game is in better shape, and now I'm about a year, not quite, but 9 months since we moved, and I don't have.
It's like a breakup, isn't it? It's like you've broken up with your simulator. I feel like we need to dig deep with this and get to the root.
But the guy I sold it to, I was like, he said, "Oh, I'll buy the simulator." I was like, "Great." I said, "Do you play golf?" And he goes, "Not really."
That makes it worse. That makes it worse, the fact that he just doesn't play golf. Oh, because I know how obsessed you were, because, on your Instagram, you did the loop-de-loop 5-iron challenge. And I know you're a real student of the game, and I love the preciseness of, you put 234.27 yards. I'm pretty sure it was that. I love that.
Yeah, well, that's a good hit with a 5-iron that you've done some funky swing with. And also, I just thought it was in COVID, I was so bored, and I thought if anyone else puts there, that 0.4 or whatever could be defective. It was my thinking. But actually, like there's guys, nobody took up the challenge, by the way. So,
but so many people watched it though.
Maybe watched it, but I tried to tag guys I know when we play. On the tour, I've tagged Rory and Shane Lowry and guys that I know and get on very well, and we all follow each other. But no one really took it up.
We will not ignore you, Jamie. If you tag us, we'll definitely follow. Definitely. So you're filming at the moment. What are you filming? Can you tell us?
Yeah. I did a series called Tourist for BBC that we shot in Australia, the first series, and we were only ever meant to make one of them, and it was this is a not so humble brag, it was the most watched drama in the UK last year. So it was wow. Suddenly they were like, well, let's make another. Do you want to make another? And I said, well, I was like, yeah, but I wasn't really willing to take my family the whole way. They were out for 5 months in Australia, and weren't ready to take on a trip like that again. So if there's a way of shooting it closer to home, so here we are, and I'm in Dublin. So
brilliant.
Yeah, that's nice.
I watched it. It was absolutely amazing. I look forward to watching what you're filming right now. And do you have any time to play golf at the moment? This is your afternoon off and you're talking about golf.
I know. I'm going to try to get to the range tonight because I am actually managing to get out and play tomorrow. I'm playing I sort of got a half day, and I'm trying to get down to Adair Manor, which is I was going to say maybe the last time I saw you was at Adair.
It was at the JP McManus event.
Yeah. So I'm going to get out there with Brian O'Driscoll, who I'm sure you know. I play a fair bit of golf with. So I need to get to the range tonight to see if we're in there anywhere. But yeah, it's tough when you're filming. It's hard. I'm towards luck. A great benefit of Ireland, many great benefits of this place, I will say. But a great benefit is we get longer evenings than you would even in the UK, because more northerly, and we it'll stay light till after 10 here. So
amazing.
and I'm here for a long time. So as those nights in the evenings get longer, I'm hoping for. Often we finish at 6 o'clock. I finish work. Yeah, I start horrifically early, but I finish by 6. I could be teeing off 6:30 because there's my mate's a member of a place near where we're filming. And I could get 18 holes in of an evening. So I'm looking forward to those evenings, which are not too far away.
Oh, that's so great. And do you take your clubs with you?
I take them everywhere. Yeah, they're actually sat there. You can't see they're just behind me.
Looks like a nice apartment anyway. Nice.
It's nice. It's nice.
It's okay. The sun's shining. I can see that. The light.
It's all right in here. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the fact. I just love the fact you've worn your golf shirt as well. I mean, I've worn green because of Ireland. Come on.
I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, great. I love everyone from Ireland and the north as well. So tell us a little bit about your game in particular, and what's the strength to your game? Would you say, Jamie, when you're out on the course?
Glass in Ireland.
Oh, also, I've been asked to ask you about the first tee at Sunningdale. Can you elaborate a little bit about the first tee at Sunningdale? A close friend of yours has said.
Have you been talking to Tim Henlon?
He was one of them. There was someone else as well.
Terry Crawley?
Possibly.
Steve Martin?
Definitely.
Why would Steve bring up, why would Steve throw me up? Edmund and Crowley, I don't know them well enough, so I don't care about them throwing me under the bus, but Steve doing it. Yeah, I tell you what, that was the first time I ever played Sunningdale, and it being one of those things where I sort of nearly played it a few times or whatever, and this was just last year, and I got invited to play, or Steve, I did something nice for Tim Henlon. I did a thing, I made a video for a thing for his wife, and he said, thank you for doing that. And I know Tim, I've met him a few times just through the Dunhill.
Yeah, he's a great golfer as well.
He's a very classy golfer.
Yeah, very steady.
Yeah. So I was like, he said, look, if you do this thing for me, I'll take you. Something that's a great and I was playing with Steve, who's one of the best mates, and then Tim and this guy, Terry Crawley, had not met. Anyway, Tim.
What did you do on the first at Sunningdale?
Well, the first was the least of my problems. Tim, that is very competitive, and he's very cheeky, I would say. And he won't believe, because it's the only time I played with him. We played near each other at Dunhill, but it's the only time I played with him. And I fully, and the only time in my life have I had the shanks. But full on shanks. I'm not talking. I maybe have real round where I have a shank out of nowhere, but I had the shank. I almost didn't even know it was a thing.
I mean, even the word.
I know, and you get people say don't say it. And I was just like, I'll say it all day. I've never
I've got it.
I've actually, I literally had it. I couldn't do anything. If I took the club away out here, if I took them here, if I did nothing, I couldn't play golf. And it was my first time out at Sunningdale, and it was like hell. It was genuinely.
Yeah, well, Jamie, I'm sure a lot of people listening can relate to it, though. When you go out and you have so many expectations and you have to put them all to one side. But when you literally can't hit the golf ball, it's,
I honestly barely make them out of the golf ball. It was incredible. And now and again, somewhere happened, I'd hit a good shot, and Tim would go he was my partner, and he'd be like, why don't you just do that every time? Where's that been? And I was like, I can't, I'm not. And I don't know what's happening here. I'm having some kind of physical breakdown. It was awful. But on the first, I hit sort of high hook thing that Tim was saying they're going to put a plaque where my ball ended up, because he's never seen anyone over there before. It was an atrocious shot, but it wasn't one of the worst of the day. That's
right. Well, if you go right on the first, you're going to hit the road if you go too far right.
So I was in play. At least there's, if we're going to take positives from it.
Okay.
But it was a bad day. What are my strengths? Look,
come on, tell us your strengths, and also, you'll have a round like that, but what brings you back to the game? It's those few shots that you connect with, isn't it?
Yeah, but I honestly couldn't put the slughead anywhere near the ball for 4.5 hours, and that was on a Tuesday. I think on either the Thursday or the Friday, I went and played what was my old home course when we were living in the Cotswolds in Minchinhampton Golf Club, it's called, and I shot like 78 or something.
Oh, wow.
2 days later, and I text him that was like, the shots 78, and he was like, well, I don't believe it.
Did he believe you?
No, he was like, no. It's not a helpful thing even to lie about in a way.
No.
You're lying to yourself. I really did go out and shoot. It's like all of us can relate to this. Like some days it just feels, but some days you have a swing, it's just there, and your rhythm's there, and you're not fighting it, you're not snatching at it, you're not, often those days are your sunny days, I'm gonna be honest, like it's fair weather stuff. It's like you're in Portugal, you go to the beach after to meet your wife and your mate's wife or whatever, and you're gonna have a few beer. Like sometimes there's good stuff surrounding it that just puts you at ease.
Yeah.
It's often Portugal, often like a golf in Portugal. But when I play well with the times I've shot in the 70s, which I could count on just about 2 hands, probably the rounds I've shot in the 70s. Again, which is why I shouldn't be up 8 or 8.5, 9. It doesn't happen enough. But in those rounds, just relaxed. You're relaxed, and you're not. The last thing you're thinking about is a swing. You're just thinking of like turning, and you trusting that your hands are going to be in a good position there, and then all you have to do there is uncoil. I mean that essentially you play your best job, and the pros are like that too. They're not thinking of like, oh, I better keep my right hand outside my left on the way back, and better not have a gap here. They're not. None of those technical things go over their head. And I think even on an amateur level or hacker's level, whatever way you would call it, it's the same thing. And anytime you're fighting your game and you're going, well, God, I remember that day I played well, and I was thinking this, and I'm doing a thing where I short at the end, my swing's shorter, I was doing a half swing at work, and then you're just like trying to find it in the golf course, and then you're
you are so done, aren't you? Yeah, but I think that's like, it's sort of philosophy for life, isn't it? The more we let go and we allow, and the more you're kind of in flow, as you say, the pros always talk about being in flow and not thinking about anything when they're winning golf tournaments. But it's when it becomes really technical and overthinky that you lose your game. But it's a bit, I suppose, I'm trying to relate it to like acting and, scenes that you're in, which are pretty pressurized because you've got camera crews around you. It's costing a lot of money to film something, and the pressure's on you to perform to a certain level. When are you able to let go and your talent shine through?
Well, the thing is, I think there's loads of parallels to that, particularly golf or in general, but it's that thing of like with my job and with a professional golfer's job. If you've done all the work previous, if you're super prepared, then you should be able to just go out and have fun, and that's essentially what it is. Like I never turn up to set going, oh God, how is it I conjure up like emotion, or what is it I do to like make me cry, or like what was I draw on from life experience, and dear God, do I know my life? I mean, don't think I know my life. You've done all that. That's all done. That's work. You've done all that work, so that hopefully when I step on set, I feel totally free and unencumbered with thought, so that when someone's saying something to me, I can truthfully answer it like I'm hearing it for the first time. And like that's where you want to get to. I think men and women, when they're in their peak, they're not thinking about anything other than going out playing good golf, because they know that they've done the work. It's the same thing. But it's mad. The madness of it, like, I find just like someone could say something. You're standing over a putt and someone, and you haven't been playing well all day, and then you've been missing everything inside 5 feet, and then someone will say, just tell yourself, I'm a great putter. Just stop that in your head. Just stand over that thinking, I'm a great putter. I'm a great putter. I'm a great putter.
Yeah.
And it'll work. And it'll work. And then when it doesn't work in the next hole.
I know, but those little nuggets sometimes it's bizarre how our brains work and how they operate. I mean, I played last week, and as I mentioned to you, I played really well because I don't know, I got into my head, I've not played for ages. There's no expectation. I could be rubbish or I could be good, and actually things really flowed. But I'd seen a friend of mine, and I'd seen his golf swing the week before, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're so slow with your backswing, with taking the club away, and that's where I'm really quick. So all I had in my head was just go slow, slower than you usually do on your backswing, and that is the one thought I had for the whole round, and I played really well.
I think you can keep it concise like that. Picking up one thought, that's good. I remember Justin Rose telling me that you cannot take it back too slow. There's no such thing as too slow. You know.
Well, there's your tip. There's your tip. We found one. Yeah. Yeah,
and it's all very well good taking it slow, but if you're taking it and the club heads get behind the hands, like how slow it is, it's not. If you're still get yourself in that where the only way out is to swing the arms up.
Fishing. So, yeah.
You know, and that's my real fault, is that I get the club stuck behind me really badly on the way back. No matter, my rehearsal is very Shuffle like, or very JT like, where, you know, very deliberate. And then, you know, I'll record myself or my mate will record me when I'm playing, or at the range, I'll set up camera and putting the perfect position there. And then when I pull the trigger, reality and way back there, I'm like, I end up doing the same thing. It's just, it's maddening.
Yeah.
And this is where I think YouTube is really dangerous, you know, and we're all going on, like we all do it. I've talked with Claude Harmon about this, about how you're like, you go in there and you get some little band-aid swing fix that, you know, and it actually worked for a few holes, but the reality is those people making those YouTube videos, and some of them are great, and there's some great characters on there, and people like that I really respect the way they talk about the game. They're talking so generally, and they never see you swing the golf club, and that's where there's, you know, people go, oh, well, that, you know, I'm not saying there's basic things like the grip and stuff that should benefit everyone, but I'm a big believer in you know, whoever's coaching you and instructing you, they really need to see you rather than you going on YouTube going, oh, well, that looks like it's working for him. We're all built different. Our physicality is so different.
Yes.
It's so different. We all move differently. We've had injuries or the age we're at, whatever it is, we all move differently. So what works on a sort of general level on a YouTube like tip, it might be the opposite of what you need to be told, because actually naturally you're doing something that's going to, you know, it's all that sort of, you know, counter reaction and stuff, you know.
Yeah, but how wonderful that we can all have different, totally different golf swings. Even you know, they don't have to look perfect, and that's why golf is for everybody out there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I would love an ugly golf swing. I don't care about the aesthetics of it. I don't need to look as much as I feel like I want to look like Adam Scott, Rory, Freddie Couples, Louis Oosthuizen, everybody else, all the best swingers of golf clubs.
Yeah.
I don't care if I have a really robotic looking swing or an ugly looking swing, or Furyk or Kuchar or one of those guys who's, you know, not pretty to watch.
They speak really highly of your swing, by the way.
Oh, yeah, by the way. But like, Jim Furyk and Mark Kuchar aren't going, I have a pretty golf swing. They know they swing it funky, you know, but they're two of the biggest earners of all time, you know. But that's what I'm sort of getting to. Like, I don't care what it looks like, it works, and I can get the club head square on the ball every time, which I just find very hard to do.
So, Jamie, you've spoken about your love for golf and the fact that you watch a lot of it. The US PGA Championship is happening this week. Do you have anyone that you're behind? Well, Rory, of course. Yeah. Who do you think's going to win it?
Well, I do actually genuinely think Rory might win it. This will either be really spot on or way off, but I think Rory might win the USPGA and the Open this year. I think he might have to. And I think it'll be one of those weird things, like when he capitulated on the last day in 2011 at the Masters. I think the miss this year might be one of those sort of blessing things that kicks him into some other place. hopefully that gets him. Hopefully, 2 of the 3 remaining majors. This is what I'm hoping for. Yeah.
Oh, great. And then you'll definitely watch the weekend of the golf, won't you? Which is good. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Thank you for your tip. Now, we've got, we like to ask our guests 5 clubhouse curveballs at the end. So it's just some quick fire questions for you. Our first one is, before we finish, if you could be a caddy for a week, who would you caddy for and which tournament would you pick? Are you going Rory again?
Well, it's very hard not to. Also, what vintage is it? Like, if it could be like...
It can be past and present. Anyone.
It'd be hard to not, like, early 2000s Tiger. I mean, that would be mega to see that up close. Tiger at the Masters. Tiger at the Masters in 97, if I'm really honest. Would have been pretty special. Well, I'd also love to caddy for other like proper characters of the game, like Lee Trevino or something, or Freddie Couples, just to watch that swing all day. Probably Tiger in his palm. Yeah, the Masters. Okay.
Oh, I love the fact that you love the game so much and know so much about it. Okay, second one. What's your favourite golf course that you've ever played? Favourite golf course?
Probably Sunningdale, the old Sunningdale. I just think it's magical, and even though I never played well there.
Not that day when you played with Tim and Steve. No.
But I'm lucky. I've played a lot of great. Robert Rush is magic. A definite honourable mention to Royal Belfast, where I've been a member for 30 years. And actually, someone asked me recently, if you knew you were going to die and you had 1 round to golf, where would you play it? And it could be Augusta, it could be somewhere you've never played, or Pebble Beach, or Cypress Hill, or Spyglass, or any of those. I might say Royal Belfast without even thinking, because that's where I have so many memories, and this is a lifetime of memories at that place. So for me, it'd probably be there. Is it the best course I've ever played? Probably not. For nostalgia reasons and where my heart is, I'd probably say there. I mean, the old course at St Andrews is pretty spectacular, and dare I say it, quite scoreable. You can sort of go left quite a lot and be in play.
Yeah, great answer. You've given us a few there. Yeah, a friend of mine played it last week. I just texted, don't go right on the old course. Number 3, if you could portray any golfer in a biopic movie, who would you pick?
Well, so that I wouldn't have to put on an accent, it'd have to be Rory. I mean, we're literally exactly.
You're good at accents, though. You are good. Okay.
Yeah, like it's nice when you don't have to do one, and if you're from the same postcode as that person, and we've both got curly hair, so that's just easier too. They wouldn't have to do much there.
Who's more famous? Who's the more famous person to come out of Hollywood?
Oh,
you or Rory? Come on.
Rory's name is on like sign when you come into Hollywood. It says like, "Welcome Hollywood, home where Rory McIlroy is." So yeah.
Does it not say and Jamie Dornan?
No, I'm not. They're still all there. No, so.
Okay, we're gonna go with Rory then. Number 4, if you were forced to putt the ball without a golf club, which alternative piece of sporting equipment would you use? You can go like tennis racket, snooker cue, ski pole.
Snooker would be too easy, wouldn't it? I mean,
get down low, like.
Yeah, I Vegas. I think.
Yes.
I think. Probably a hockey stick would probably give me the best chance.
Yeah, great. Good choice. Excellent. At number 5, our final question. What's your drink of choice on the 19th hole?
Very dependent on where I am. If I'm on this island, it'll probably be Guinness. But then sometimes on a sunny day, you don't want to drink stout. So I usually just want like a nice fizzy cold lager.
I love that. On a sunny day, you just don't want to drink stout.
No, you don't. It's not where your head goes. You want something just a bit zappier and colder. So probably just like a lager. Yeah. Okay.
Zara Phillips last week. She went champagne, something fizzy. Yeah.
She's a good drinker. Zara, but she was down for this. The only other time I was wearing the top of my birthday.
Oh, great! Oh, we've also had someone would have an Arnold Palmer as well, which is a really refreshing drink after a round of golf. That was Tom Evans on one of our shows. And finally, Jamie, you've been so kind. We've loved having you on. Thank you so much. Your insight has been amazing. Your stories have been so entertaining. Could you finish off? Our final question is, why play golf, be involved in golf, be part of the golfing community?
Because it's probably, I think, there's probably more that you'll get out of it than you think you will. And, whatever sort of predetermined ideas you have of the game and the type of people who play the game, you're probably, going to be proven wrong. It gets you out and about. You can be as competitive as you like, and everyone has terrible golf in them, and there's comfort in that. So even if you're starting out and you're frustrated because it's it's not an easy sport, that you've to accept that it's never going to be easy, and there's been people playing their whole lives who don't find it easy. So if you can just go and enjoy it and get all the good things out of it, like the fresh air and the sort of banter and competitiveness of it, then you and me gonna have a good time.
Yeah, great stuff. Thank you. And we also, the team, say thank you. And we loved you dancing on Instagram with your ski poles recently.
Oh, yeah.
We liked the way you move.
Look, thank you. It's okay. Delete my Instagram.
It's fab. It's really entertaining. Listen, we love watching you in all that you do, and good luck with the series that you're filming in Dublin. Play some good golf tomorrow at Adair Manor, and I'm sure you've inspired some today. You've been brilliant, really brilliant company. Thank you for joining us.
All right, thanks, Dad. See you later.